In today's video, we're spending a very candid spring evening together. I don't know about you, but I've definitely been feeling the funky energy lately. I'm not sure if it's the post-travel blues or the fact we're transitioning into a new season, but I know that when I feel like this, it's very important to meet myself where I'm at and to hyper-focus on the things that I can control instead of spiraling on the things that I can't control. So without further ado, let's get into it. So it's just little things that I like to do to try and make myself feel better. Good afternoon, you guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Paige, otherwise known as Madison Paige on socials. And today, we gotta get me out of a funk, okay? Spring has sprung. Like, look at all this natural light. I'm feeling alive, but something fishy's been in the air. And so I wanna spend the evening together just doing things to clear my mind, to get me back to feeling my best in all the areas that I have the control to do so. So that's our plan. Let's go over the game plan. First, we're gonna go to the grocery store. We're gonna come back. I need to do something about my skin. That starts with an everything shower, some red light therapy. I don't really know. We're gonna do a little something, something. Then I need to refresh my space. We need to attack one area and give it a good scrub because I feel like my mind reflects my space. And although it's tidy right now, I feel like it needs to be cleaned. And then we're gonna make dinner, and then we're gonna set ourselves up for a successful day tomorrow. So that means like laying out some clothes, getting my gym bag ready, getting whatever I need charged ready, just like, you know what I mean, time blocking tomorrow so I wake up with intention. It's one of my favorite hacks to help me feel productive. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do, so let's get into it. I've been graduated from law school for quite a while now, which thankfully means I'm finally recovered from the burnout that I graduated with. But what I've realized in this new era of life is how important education actually is to me and continuing to educate myself. And it does look quite a lot different. I now have to take the accountability to get it done myself through podcasts, documentaries, or even courses, which is what I'm excited to share with you. I've recently decided to take my Nutritionist certification, leading me to today's sponsor, which is ISSA, the International Sports Sciences Association. My whole social media journey started when I shared my life-changing gut healing journey. And now today, my content still revolves a lot around gut health, wellness, and feeling your best from the inside out. So I thought that this was the perfect opportunity to not only deepen my understanding, but expand my knowledge, allowing me to better show up for you guys. What I love most about ISSA is that it's 100% online, self-study, and self-paced, which means that I can keep my current lifestyle while committing to expanding my education. And the final exam is also 100% online and open book, which makes it feel a lot more approachable because I do feel a little rusty. If you've been considering changing careers or expanding your knowledge like me and gaining a certification, ISSA can really help you out. When you join ISSA, you're also becoming part of an even bigger community of over 500,000 professionals. You literally could run into someone from ISSA everywhere. The best part is they back it up with a #1 job guarantee in the industry with a full money back guarantee. If you've been thinking about it, you can go to joinissa.com/MadisonPage, which I've linked below in the description, and use code MadisonPage to get $100 off your Nutritionist certification. Now that's pretty good. Okay, back from the grocery store. It's like super small haul. It's also already dark now, but I got Zevia's. These are my saving grace, especially when I'm just feeling a little down in the dumps. I feel like these take me a long way. Spencer, his dairy-free yogurt, and then just some ground beef for tonight's dinner. This has been what's happening to me though. I haven't even had an appetite, which is not like me, but I know it's just because I'm in this little bit of a funk, so I'm gonna make dinner still, kind of get into that routine. But I do wanna shower first because I haven't showered since my workout this morning. You can probably smell me from here. There. You can probably smell me from there. Let's just take a subtle little Benny break. Oh.
he also was at puppy training while we were away on the cruise, and then he came home with a bacteria infection. So he also felt a little down in the dumps, haven't ya? I always say my heart is now in the shape of Benny because I knew I would obviously love my dog, but I love my dog. You are my son. My first son. He definitely has firstborn child syndrome though. Yeah.
This experience has truly been life-changing. There is nothing that feels better than an everything shower. If you guys need a new hair routine, shampoo, conditioner, I literally could not recommend this Kerastase, the Premier line. It's amazing. I was really hesitant to buy Kerastase because it is it's pretty expensive for hair product in my opinion, but I was actually gifted this a while ago, and now since I've been repurchasing because I just love it so much. And when I'm styling my hair, the way my hair feels when I wake up, there's a difference. So, and I have very dry hair. So usually my hair is really frizzy, but I find that that line actually really helps it feel hydrated. I'm gonna do my skincare routine specifically for when I'm having active breakouts. This Illumier Bright and Clear solution I absolutely love. Nothing has helped my acne more than this product, whether it's on my face, my neck, or just my back, shoulders, my chest. It just really helps control the breakout. It is pretty drying, so I'm careful with not using it too much throughout the week. But yeah, it's an amazing product. And then I'm gonna go in with this Lancome serum. I absolutely love this. I heard Lauren Bostic talk about it on one of the Skinny Confidential podcast episodes. I got it, and it's just been amazing. And something about the feel in the bottle just makes me feel luxurious. I'm now also just gonna use this Illumier Acne Balancing Serum. I have no idea why my skin is breaking out. Spencer says whenever he comes back to Kelowna after being away, he always notices that his skin kind of has a freak out. So maybe it's just the weather, but whatever it is, I've had enough. And then this brand, OC, they sent me this Dream Night Cream, and I love this. It's so hydrating. But like I said, I've kind of just been in I don't know, a bit of a weird little funk. I feel energetically, things just feel weird. I think I also kind of have post-travel blues. But yeah, I made an Instagram post today, and in the caption just kind of explaining the last year, but then on top, the last 4 or 5 years for me have been huge growth years. I haven't lived in one spot for longer than, or the longest I've lived in one spot is 1 year. I've moved numerous times. I've lived across seas. I've lived back here. I've lived in different provinces. Spencer and I started dating. I finished law school. There's just been so much. And I always think in the new year, this is going to be the year that things start to get better and just kind of settle and kind of blossom after all these growing seasons. But that time just has yet to come. So I think I'm also feeling slightly discouraged and also intimidated by what's coming next, if that makes sense. I think though at the same time, to have that solely as my outlook isn't helping, because I don't mean to be negative, but it is kind of negative. I think obviously there are so many blessings in our life. Yeah, there's definitely so much that I'm so grateful for. So something I want to be more intentional about doing is practicing one daily gratitude, but also just sitting and being present with myself. It sounds so simple, almost so simple where you're why would I even need to do that? But just actually connecting with myself, I find helps ground me so much and just keeps me present and level-headed. Because if you can't tell, I'm definitely prone to some overthinking. And when overthinking runs the show, it just isn't very fun. Before adding any sort of hair product, I actually let my hair dry a little bit because I remember, I think it was in my undergrad, one of my roommates at the time, she told me about this study she read where if you let your hair actually dry a little bit, it absorbs the product better. And I've always just stuck to that. So I usually give it 15 minutes before I go back in and then apply hair product. Now, I said I was gonna make dinner, and look, I do need to eat. That's definitely no questions. But I really don't feel like cooking that ground beef. But I did make homemade chicken noodle soup the other day, and not minus the noodle, no noodle. I have some leftovers, so I think I'm actually I'm just gonna heat some of that up. I'm meeting myself where I'm at, okay? But still getting the job done. And then I have that ground beef for tomorrow. I did add a little bit of beef bone broth because we were getting to the end of the soup where there wasn't a lot of broth left, and the broth is my favorite part. But honestly, this is one of the best recipes I've made. Oh, Benny's obsessed with chicken. Anytime he smells chicken, he's just comes running, which I should actually feed the dog before I eat. Okay, so on top of Benny's food, we're also putting his little probiotic because while we were away on the cruise, Benny was actually at puppy school. He was there for 2 weeks, which I'm so happy we did that just because I needed help with his basic manners, and he's already gonna be 8 months. Yeah, it went really well. He knows his commands so well, which maybe I'll actually show you guys after. But then he came home and it turns out he has a bacteria infection. So he isn't on antibiotics, his gut is not happy, so we're feeding him just like, this kibble is just for sensitive guts, like it has no flavor. And then he loves chicken, and then his probiotic. So it's time to eat. Oh yeah, look at him. Okay, Benny, do you want to have some dinner? What is this? Oh, ass in the camera. I'm actually gonna eat my soup on the couch because I feel like it. There's nothing better than home cooked food, especially after traveling for so long. I'm just like in heaven of how just nutrient dense it is. Okay, I've also been loving Disney Plus right now because it's just been making me feel good. I'm all about the feel good, and I kind of want to feel like some nostalgic feels of, like, you know, when you were a kid and you'd wake up, like for example on Sunday morning, you'd watch Disney Channel and your mom would make you pancakes. Like, I want that kind of energy in my life again. So I've been using Disney Plus to help me. Okay, we're already interrupting this dinner scene to put some oil on my hair. I don't know, like my hair starts to dry so fast. I don't know if that's because it's dead and is begging for help or what. I absolutely love all K18 products, so going in with their hair oil that they have. My hair is so thirsty.
Hello everybody.
We're having a chill spring evening, getting ourselves out of a funk.
Stained my sweater.
It's like Spencer classic.
I stained my sweater.
Oh, I also really love this Kerastase product. Spencer actually got me this for Christmas. It's the anti-breakage fortifying serum. Again, I will say I do think it's worth the money, which I hate to say that because then you need to try it. I do also like to spray a heat protectant in it because just of like outdoor damage and like how like my hairstyles and stuff. When I used to get extensions, the hairstylist told me to do this because it just helps prevent more breakage in those really common spots. Like for example, under, like if you wear a ponytail, like right there, I guess is prone to breaking. And then of course our front pieces, which are so delicate. Spencer, remember who we go to Hawaii with?
Yes. Got us a fitted sheet. Got us a bed sheet. But apparently, what does it do? It grounds you at night, so like you even plug it in.
Yeah, like apparently it helps basically ground your body and just helps with the quality of your sleep, like increasing your deep sleep and all that stuff.
Apparently it works.
I didn't.
Like you even plug it in.
I didn't know you plugged it in.
Yeah, you just can't wash this.
Oh, obviously.
You can't wash it, or you can wash it, but you can't dry it. So you gotta hang dry it.
The sheet.
The sheet. Like it looks like a normal sheet. I don't know if you can see it, but it has like a bunch of lines in it.
Are we gonna put it on the bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
May as well try it.
Well, let's put it in the wash so we can have it tomorrow night.
So we'll let you know how it goes.
We'll do a review in our next vlog.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'm
Spencer and
actually
I,
excited.
like Spencer and I are yet to find a good co-sleeping routine. I'm rarely the one that's up. I'm almost always sleeping. Apparently I like to like try and kick him in my sleep. I don't know, it's not intentional.
It's like a boxing match. It's like Rocky.
Well, and then we sleep with this, our huge like lumbar pillow in between us. But then I end up with like this much of the bed the last few nights.
Benny takes up all the room.
Yeah, he's so big. Oh my god, you guys, look at
His
this.
little stairs.
Betty.
Benjamin.
Oh my god,
Benny.
stop eating underwear. It's not polite. Benny, come down the stairs. Come here. Come here. Oh. 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 Good boy. I just made myself some snooze powder from the brand Powders. I absolutely love this stuff. This is the blueberry muffin, which I definitely prefer I think it's like chocolate caramel. That tasted like hot chocolate. It was so good, but I ran out and I have the blueberry muffin left. It's way too hot. But before I go to bed and start laying out my stuff for tomorrow morning, I'm actually going to do some, like I said, like mindfulness / being present with myself, because I just find, especially when I'm kind of feeling like I'm in a funk, it's such a great way to just refresh and start over. So I actually use this. So I use the Rise app. This is Georgie Stevenson's app. She's a Australian business owner. I followed her for a really long time and she talks a lot about manifestation, but also just like getting present with yourself, getting quiet with yourself, and regulating your nervous system, which I really, really love, because when I am feeling anxious, when I'm feeling out of control, when I feel like I'm dealing with uncertainty, like having these tools to actually calm myself down and bring myself back down to earth have gone such a long way for me, because like I said, I am a chronic overthinker. So I'm trying to do some like reverse psychology on myself to make myself a bit more chill, and also just to make the day-to-day of life more enjoyable for me, because at the end of the day, like all these in-between moments are the moments that make up my life, which is so poetic and deep, but it is true. And so it's really important to me that, you know, I have that awareness and I give myself the tools to allow myself to enjoy more than not enjoy. So on this app, there are kind of different options that you can choose from. There's like specific meditations, there's then these pep talks. So like if you're in an in-between moment throughout the day, like say, I don't know, you get a text and it dysregulates you, they have different pep talks, and all the different pep talks and meditations and practices, they all have like different themes. So for example, there's all these different pep talks based on whatever scenario you might be going through. I love those, like I said, for the day, but for right now, I more so want to do a meditation. So I'm just gonna pick one. See, calm your busy mind, nighttime meditation. That sounds amazing. Or return home to yourself. So this says, let go of pressure and expectations as you follow Georgie through a guided journey home to yourself. Feeling into your heart space, you will shed the layers that aren't authentically you and identify the stories that don't ring true. Let these fall away as you connect with your powerful whole self with a sense of knowing and deep inner peace. Like, sign me up. So I just go like this. Spencer? Do you have a minute?
Close your eyes and let yourself settle. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Bring your awareness inward. The doubts that aren't even yours. Now from this place,
Benny, were you meditating? You were playing. You were playing.
Benny.
And lie down. Good boy. I just want some cuddles, Dad. Oh my gosh. It's insane how life-changing and how immediate the benefits of meditating really are. Like, I swear it changes the trajectory of my whole day, my whole night, whenever I just take those few minutes for myself. So yeah, that's something I really like to do, and something I've actually been doing often to just help regulate my nervous system and work through this little slump that I'm in, which isn't anything serious. But you know, it kind of happens, like especially when you're in transition between seasons. Like, spring is finally springing and the sunshine is doing amazing, amazing things. But all the gray beforehand, I mean, it's hard. I feel like a lot of us start to feel that way. So it's just little things that I like to do to try and make myself feel better. But I think that's the end of this vlog. It was just cute, some quality time for you and I to spend together, and just like a really honest depiction of what I do and what I at least try to do to make myself feel better when I'm in a little bit of a dip. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. That was really fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I promise next week, after doing all this, I'll feel a lot better. More bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.